Hi guys, welcome to the next video. So the Tanologist water drops have finally arrived and these are to put into moisturizer, so I've got no makeup on. So what I'm going to be putting in, I'm going to be putting it into my Nivea Soothing Cream 24-hour moisturizer with grapeseed, and it's an SPF 15 and it does have no perfume and it's for sensitive skin. So this is what it looks like. It's for the face, body, and it is drops. So we're going to give that a shake. I got medium because I didn't want to get too dark. So all of the Dove moisturizers, my tan has been exfoliated off, so it's not going to kind of mix anything, because moisturizer and oil or water drops aren't going to really work well together. And also the only primer I'm going to use today, because obviously it does go onto your face, is the and this is just the Mega Revolution Hydrate primer. So we're going to do that. Yeah, so I'm going to start with my face, and then we can do the body, because I think the body is going to be a little bit more kind of intense in terms of the drops. So what I'm going to do is pop this on, and what I'm hoping to do is not wear foundation and only have to pop in some concealer. And so my makeup regime today is going to be super casual. So what we're going to do is just get some of I'm excited to do this because I've heard about it. I meant to get it for so long. If I can use it on myself and others, that would be amazing. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to pop this here, really mix it around, because for the face I don't put that much on, just as much as is needed. And we're going to twist this off. Okay, and this is what it looks like here. So what I'll do is I'm actually going to apply it, see if it works this way, but not move it. Apply it in places, not move it, and mix it in on the face, because I've seen some people do that on YouTube, which does actually work a bit better, because then you're putting it in the areas that's needed and you're using just the amount that you need. So I haven't moisturized it, I haven't rubbed it in. So now what I'm going to do is get some of those droplets in my hand, in the palm of my hand. Okay, and what we're going to do is rub them all together like that. Rub it together and get more for each side. I'm not going to just use one, I'm going to use more. So it's really gone in with the moisturizer. It's really helped. And the last thing I'm going to do, now that I've done that, really making sure it's rubbed in. I'm avoiding certain areas because there's breakouts healing. I'm trying not to get that too done. I will put some on, but not too much. So there's a faint smell of tan, but I think that's to be expected. So now what I'm going to do is mix it in my hand and put it on too. So it's had the benefit of both. So now I'm going to just pop some of my cream on again. And what I'm going to do is pop the droplets into it. So that's it there. We're just going to pop the droplets in. I have seen that you do need a couple to build it up, and it doesn't show straight away. So that's now rubbed in together. Rub it in really well. And just, there we are. Because you're going to be using this, if we think about it, as a foundation. You're not going to want to have to put on a foundation if you have tan on. Okay. Now, these aren't instant results either, so I'm going to be super careful. And now I'm going to let that set. Before we go and do our makeup, I'm going to start with the body. So I'll be doing on screen from here to here. So making sure it's really rubbed in like I would a moisturizer. And I thought maybe not to do the hydrating primer because we're going to be putting on a soothing day cream too. I don't think with an oil base it's water drops, but I think it may not go with like a primer, so that's what I'm going to do that for. So face body drops, Tanologist, you get 30 mils. Mine was $12.99 on Amazon. So I'm applying it the way they say. It said add 1 to 12 drops, so it isn't just, I've only done 4, and that may seem over, you know, a lot, but particularly if it's the medium, I think the lines you would have had to work with. I didn't want to get the dark because I think that might be too much for me. So it says 1 to 12 drops to with your favorite moisturizer, mix together and apply to skin. The more drops equals the deeper tan. Wash your hands thoroughly after application. It must be mixed with moisturizer to work. So yes, okay. So we're going to see how that develops. So this is going to be one video, but it'll be an hour in between or 2 hours in between to see how it's developed. So now what I'm going to do is just move the mirror this way. There we go, like that. And just, so now because that's going to be my, hopefully, foundation, all I'm going to do now is pop in my concealer. And do wipe your hands as you go through, because obviously you'll get super duper dark hands. So I'm gonna pop it onto areas that I have a little bit of breakouts or looking tired. This is what we would do anyway, so it's not going to look unusual. You would put in you would put this into your face, put this on your face anyway as your normal routine. So I'm going to be using my e.l.f. brush sponge here, and I'm just gonna bring that all the way to the edge too. Bring that right to the edge, the hairline. Okay. 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 I've got my computer on charge and sometimes it makes a funny noise. So you can see where I'm just doing that. I've got some redness because I've been in the shower, and that does tend to happen anyway to my skin. So let's see how we're doing there. Okay, so it's starting to not develop so much yet, but it does say it takes a few hours. But what I've done in the meantime, because I am going to be going places and doing other videos, is I have just done a light makeup look, so it won't be anything overbearing at all. And what I'll do is I'll finish this makeup look and we'll go on to the body. Hi guys, so the makeup's done. Very, very quick. I'll just do the mascara now and I'll come back. Hi guys, so mascara's done now. So now we can just focus on the body. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be using my all over body cream, and this is from Superdrug. And I do really think that this is a dupe for the body butters from the Body Shop. I've been using it for years now. I absolutely love it. And it smells amazing. It was $4.99 and you get how many mils? 475 mils. I do want to say that Tanologist is vegan as well, just to let you know. That was on the bottle there, so that's good to know. All of the vitamin E range from Superdrug are vegan too. So let's just sit up so you guys can see. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just start here and move downwards. So what I'm going to do is get quite a bit of my moisturizer. This is what it looks like. It's more of a kind of a in between light and heavy moisturizer. You can see it doesn't come off the hands quite easily. So we're just going to pop that in the palm of my hand. Now I'm just going to get, let's have a look, because it is thicker moisturizer and there's a lot more to it. We're going to just drop 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to rub that in my hands together. I think that mightn't have been enough, but I will go back. Okay, rub it into my hands, and we're going to start from the neck. And I am going to redo because I think For a moisturizer, you're going to need more than 3 per application. So I'm really making sure I'm not missing anything. Again, with a moisturizing lotion, a little bit like the Dove, when there's not something that comes up straight away, you can't really see the effect straight away, so you have to be super careful. So in the remainder, I'm just going to drop, I'm actually going to put about 5. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to add some more moisturizer, and we're going to work on the décolletage area. I'm going to rub that together. We're going to start to really work on our arms as well. And this side. Really look in the mirror and make sure that you're getting everywhere. It's so hard to kind of just be in a rush and do it straight away, but always take the time to look in the mirror and make sure you're getting everywhere, basically. Now, as I said before, like I did on the neck, I'm going to do one more here, and it's going to be 5 again. So we're just going to... Okay. And then I'm going to just make my way down this arm and then here. I'm going to give it about an hour because I think with these things, they never set immediately. So we're not going to know. So I'm going to give it an hour and come back. So we're going to finish this now. So I'm going to get more. And I would really, if you are someone that does suffer with sensitive skin all over the body, I think the vitamin E range from Superdrug are really affordable, but they're also rich in vitamin E, which doesn't really break out any part of your body, which is great. And they're high in antioxidants too. So if you can ever have antioxidants in food or in body lotions, it's amazing because it does so much for your body. So I've got my other one now, and we're going to go on to this arm. Again, I'm going to put 5 droplets in. I'm going to make sure I have enough. Okay, and I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. I need a bit more than that. 4, 5. Okay, and we're going to rub that together. And we're going to make sure it's all rubbed in. And I'm going to start from here. I'm going to keep this part for the other arm. I'm going to go all the way down, making sure that I'm getting everywhere. Okay, you can definitely smell there's a tiny scent of it. There's nothing like Dove or anything like that, or a biscuit smell. There's a slight kind of chemical, a little bit smell from it, but nothing too bad. So I've really got the top of my arms there. I'm going to do the same with the remainder on the bottom and the hands. Don't forget the hands. Okay, around here, going into the inside as well, because that can often be missed. Giving yourself a bit of a massage here too, which is nice. Okay, because we don't have a mitt and it's not something that automatically comes up, we always have to make sure that we're getting everywhere. And unless you look in a mirror, you know, it's hard to see. So I'm going to do it again for this arm, and then I might do another one here on my neck. We'll leave it for about, it's 11 AM now, so we'll come back at 12, or maybe 12:30 maybe. And let's go. Okay. So I have seen people with fairer skin on YouTube get the dark, and that actually didn't even showed up slightly. So I just didn't want to risk getting a dark, putting it on like I am now, and then I just go really, really dark and it looks unnatural. But I did see, and maybe it'll be wrong, we'll see. I did see somebody, they got the dark and it kind of showed up slightly, gave them a fresh look. So maybe, like they say, 1 to 12 applications is maybe why we do that. So I'm going to get some more, and again, this is just my thick vitamin E all over body cream. So I'm going to put that in there, and we're going to be doing this arm now. I think if this works, you would get a lot of use out of this. You would get maybe a month out of this, I think. If you're somebody that doesn't self-tan a lot, then you probably get 6 or 7 months out of it. I've only started to self-tan again. Dripping everywhere. I've only started to self-tan again, so I would leave it on for maybe 3 or 4 days, exfoliate, do it again, see how it is, because obviously you shower in between, so see how you go with that. But yes, I think this time of year it's always good, I feel anyway, to look fresh. Okay, so I'm looking at my window now and the wind is really getting really strong. Okay, so I'm really just looking at that, because we can't really afford to get it kind of anywhere it should be. Okay, there's a little bit more that needs to go on, and that's going to be on the inside. Again, you can't miss the inside. I'm just going to do that. And again, the hands. So after I did my makeup, just to let you know, I did go and wash my hands, and then so we're doing this. So the second application, with my body, it has been with clean hands, because otherwise, I think if it does develop quite quickly, it's going to be hard to get it off your hands too. So we're going to do one more here and here. Still, obviously, it's not something that automatically develops. I can see that from looking in the mirror and looking in the camera. So we'll do one more here and here. Let's see how we go. Okay, let's do one more. Hi guys, so I'm back and I just thought I'd do it in natural lighting. I think I could have gone a bit darker, to be honest. At least I know now, because sometimes when you do these things, they do, let me just put the other lights on. I think sometimes when you do these things, particularly with tanning oil, sorry for the shaky camera there, you're not quite sure, but yeah, I think it's definitely made me darker for sure. I can see it coming up under the makeup too, that it's definitely gotten a bit darker. Off camera it certainly does look darker, but it looks natural, which is what I was really looking for, was that natural tan. It has got everywhere that I needed to get. If you remember with the Dove, it kind of, there was mismatched places here and there, but all in all, I think I'm really happy with it. Now, actually, as time has gone on, that smell I was telling about, like that kind of slight biscuity smell, is completely gone. So there's no smell at all, which is great. So yes, I would really recommend these guys. You're saving a lot of money too. If you think about all of those self-tanners out there, the high-end things like that, when Tanologist came out with this, I had to try it. I'm probably one of the last people to try it. I had done their mousse 2 or 3 years ago, and I will pop that down below. And I did a skincare kind of prep beforehand. But yes, I'm really pleased. I think it has definitely worked. It's given that golden glow. I was afraid medium would go really dark, but I can see why they say 5 to 12 drops, because you do need to kind of take into account it is coming into like a really thick moisturizer, so it does need to work really well. So yes, my hands, everything like that, I made sure I washed. I think it's gone really well. I think I could probably get away with a couple of more applications, so I will keep that in mind for next time. But I would highly recommend it, guys. Again, if you're not somebody who likes these water-based ones, do take a look at my Dove. I have done the Dove Medium Skin Radiance Tan, and that was one of my previous videos not too long ago. But yes, I'm really pleased with it, guys. It just looks like I've come back from a holiday, which is what you want. It gives you that confidence when you look in the mirror. You do look like you've just come back from holiday, which is what I want. I don't want to look kind of baked, that kind of thing too. So, and it does really work well with moisturizer too. So body and face moisturizer, it works really well. I decided again not to go with the primer just in case, and I think I did make the right decision, because you'd be too creamy as you're kind of trying to get it to work with. So this would actually have been a barrier, I feel. To the primer may have been a barrier to actually getting the colour to develop, because you're already going to mix it in with another moisturiser, and this is a moisturising, hydrating primer. So yes, again, the only reason I did my makeup was because I do have some meetings coming up today and later on in the evening. But yes, I really like it. I'm very happy with it. $12.99 on Amazon, so highly recommend it, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. I have lives coming up tonight on Facebook. I'm doing a double live with Andrina. I'm really pleased to be doing that. It's just a different journey now. That Miracle Morning book has just opened my eyes. It really has, to a complete different way of life, and also it's come at a time where it was actually recommended by someone in Juice Plus, and book recommendations for so many things that you always wanted, but you never, maybe you're somebody who didn't want self-help books or weren't too sure which one to get, or even if they were for you. This isn't a self-help book, it's just called Miracle Mornings. There's also a documentary, so yeah, it's good. I think you have to pay for the documentary though. Is it on Disney? I can't remember which, or Vivo, no, not Vivo. Get the book, but I do think there's a, if you Google Miracle Mornings documentary, I think they do put up like a 5-minute trailer, and then they tell you where you can get it. I can't remember where they said you can watch it, but it's certainly not like Amazon or Netflix. There is another kind of section where you watch it. So I haven't seen the documentary. I'm on the last chapter of the book itself, so I wanted to do the book first, because I found out about the documentary halfway through the actual book itself. So I was so tempted to just watch it and go, oh my god, I'll watch it, but then I thought, no, what's the point, because you're halfway through the book and you'll ruin everything. So yes, so I would highly recommend the book, and then if you haven't read the book and you want to go fresh into the documentary, I would do that too. But yes, I think this is a very good time saver, because all we've done is moisturize. We haven't had to wait for something to develop. We haven't had to walk around not being able to touch things like the typical tans you do. You can't touch your clothes, you can't do anything, you're kind of waiting to put something on. But yes, it dried in quickly. I didn't have to worry about changing. For example, I have done a video in between these on Facebook. I've done a live, and I didn't have to worry about my clothes, changing clothes, anything like that. So that's really, really important to me. So yes, what I would do is, for the body, I would probably do it in the evening before bed, and then maybe a half an hour to 45 minutes before leaving, if you can do, in the morning if you're going to work or school or uni, put it on and then let that develop, and then put on the rest of your makeup. So yeah, I would highly recommend it, guys, whatever skin tone you are. I just didn't want to get dark. I was just, now I can see why they say 12 drops, but I'm happy with this. It looks really natural, it looks normal. I could certainly go a little bit darker, which I may do towards the end of the week. But yes, I'm so happy I did this, guys. Originally it was just for my face when we did that Dove self-tanner, but I think you could get duo out of this. You could all over the body, so very happy with that. I hope you're all having a really good week, guys. I'm really loving the support I'm getting on Facebook, and that I can help people, and that we've created our meal plan and our women's health group with Juice Plus, which is so nice to go into. It's a really surreal experience to have a health group, women's health group, so women's only, just because, you know, sometimes women just want to talk about certain things with Juice Plus and have our own kind of group. So nothing against anyone, you know, but it's nice for women to go in, meet each other. And the really surreal thing is I haven't met any of these people yet. I am meeting them. There's a big convention in, is it May? But before that, I'm going to be meeting a few of the people I've joined up with for lunch and things like that with Juice Plus. But the really thing that I wanted to say is that you almost feel like you've known them already. And I think it's because you're in a women's group, so you already know why you're there. There's no real need to talk about, okay, I'm here because of X or Y. You're joining that group for a reason. So the kind of barrier is already down, and it's a little bit different for coffee with a friend, where it's all kind of, you're in that moment, and you're not sure. Maybe you don't want to tell people certain things, and sometimes we don't want to tell our closest people everything, and so it's nice to have that outlet. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with where I am at the minute. Just need everything else to fall in place, which it will, I'm hoping. Yes, so that's it. And again, I washed my hands twice, so nothing's happened. And again, I was really worried about that it would stop here and go white, but it didn't. So yes, very, very happy with that. I will leave it there, guys. We'll link it below too. Have a great day, guys. I hope everyone is having a good week. I know the kids are off this week, so I hope you're all having nice parent-child bonding, and also I'm hoping that you all have a safe week too. I know all the restrictions are now being lifted, which I have kind of mixed feelings about, but yeah, do be safe out there, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Always catch up with me on Facebook and we can chat. I love chatting to you guys. I'll see you soon, guys, and thank you for watching the video.